Okay. You want to jump us off this time?
Well, maybe Kyan should do it.
Yeah?
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. You're good at this now. You have your own show.
Welcome, everybody, to Cracking the Copyright with your hosts, Justin and Austin. Today, we've gathered with a special little guy all the way from Smurfville, USA. Some pronounce it Kyan, some pronounce it Kyan. In high school, the sex ed teacher called me Tyrene, but it's actually Kyan.
There we go.
Insert clap. There we go.
That was good. I think we need you to do all of them, honestly.
Yeah, I'm well seasoned in it.
Well, other than the intro, this podcast is mainly supposed to just be what we do, and we're going to be writing after this. So that's
What do we do?
we're songwriters
Oh.
and artists, right?
Right,
We think.
right, that part.
That's
So
what we
at-
tell people.
At the end of the day, that's the whole point of where we're trying to go. So pretend the microphone's not here, except make sure you speak into it so we can get lots of clear audio.
The clearest. Okay,
Yes.
got you.
But
Yeah.
other than that, we're pretend it's not here.
It's gone.
But we do need a little catch up.
We do need a little
I know.
catch-up.
I really haven't seen you guys thoroughly
In 2 years.
in 2 years.
Right. So I guess a little bit of the interview style. What's new musically? What's been going on since, I don't know, maybe honestly the camp we had in 2020?
Oh my gosh.
That
Well,
came
that
out in
was
2019.
that was before COVID.
Oh, it was
Oh
2019.
yeah, that was 2019.
Yeah, well, because even after that camp is when we wrote the thing for Maleficent 2.
That
And
is
we
true.
almost all had our lives changed, and it didn't happen.
You know what though?
after?
We didn't though. Think about how well the song did.
Right, but if it would have been Halsey or somebody,
No, yeah. So we haven't seen each other since then, 2019. I mean, a lot has changed, I guess, for all of us. I feel like we're all different people.
I know. We were so close back then.
I know. We drifted
Yeah.
via not really.
and then you blew up on TikTok.
Oh yeah. Well, and so did you.
Oh, yeah. No, not me.
Well, you're involved.
I'm a bystander. I'm a
Yeah.
plus one.
You're a golden bystander. Yeah, no, it's been quite a minute. I feel like we have different lives from when we, used to be around each other a lot, but also I feel like we're all the same, right? I mean, I'm a little bitchier.
Oh, and
Really?
other than being an artist, you're now like a multifaceted businessman, we've learned.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I used to just like write songs. That was it.
Now you're
Actually,
an
that's pretty much
entrepreneur.
all I did. I do miss that part of my life though. Like I used to I still obviously go to sessions and stuff, but it was nice to just like, oh yeah, I go to sessions and then I just like go home. And like I feel like I like went out more, went to dinners and stuff more and probably had a little more joy.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, like even today I'm like I already had 3 meetings. I'm here. I have a meeting tonight. Like it just it keeps going on. That's how you flood it in there. You just got to put it in there. But I miss the golden days of like kind of not knowing what the hell I was doing at all.
Yeah, the golden days are over. It's just a slow decline all the way down at this point.
Well,
There's nothing like beautiful to look forward to anymore. It's just kind of
there's zero beauty in the world anymore.
you're just coasting. I think in older age you get to the point where you're so stuck in your routine you actually don't make any choices for yourself anymore. You are just a victim of your habits.
Oh.
And you're on autopilot.
God damn.
But
So
at
I
what
think-
age are you talking about with this?
Depends. Maybe for us it's a little later.
For me, it was 16.
Slow decline after 16.
Right?
All the way.
Wow, the autopilot. I don't know though, because I really can't fuck with routine. That's the other problem though.
I know, me
like
too.
I have to I can have a scheduled calendar, but that shit's got to be a little bit different every day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But I feel like I understand what you're saying, which is why I was saying earlier, this is the year of therapy. Now I haven't gone. I have not gone.
But
But
you're
I,
only, 19 days in, 18 days in?
right at this point. But I did download some audiobooks. So that's step 1 right there.
Therapy
Self-help
books?
therapy.
No.
Oh,
well,
just
okay.
books.
No, they're not like, you know what I mean? They're like supposed to be like self-help books,
Okay. So not
But then
Harry
I
Potter.
started, yeah, but I can't like reading for me. I'm sorry to the readers out there. Y'all have your fun. It puts me to sleep. I find
Oh, really?
it just so It's like a nursery rhyme to me. Incredibly boring. I also read slow. Not like I can't read, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I just like
yeah.
I just can't get through it. So I've learned, but I was like, I want to educate myself a little bit. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta do audiobooks. So now I go to the gym and I listen to audiobooks. That's like my double whammy. But listen, this guy right now, I actually don't even know the book's name because I just downloaded it. But he'd be telling me about meditation. So
And
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have superpowers soon.
have we tried?
I'm learning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be like telepathic soon. So
Austin's kind of the expert. I mean, some days I'll come out and be like, Austin, and I'll have to say his name like 5 times before he snaps out of it.
Oh, I go to a deep place. Yeah,
what do you mean?
I meditate so deep I don't even realize I'm like in a body anymore.
Do you float?
No, you're just like in everything and nothing at the same time. Not to
Where
sound
are you
weird.
doing this?
I could just sit on my hammock, or I could sit on the couch.
Like, are your legs crisscrossed?
Sometimes they're to keep grounded. They're flat on the floor most of the time.
Do you like lay ever?
If I lay, I might fall asleep,
Yeah.
and it's more of a conscious, aware practice than just passing out.
What are you learning during this time?
Well, random things will pop in your brain, and you can stew on them, and then you let them pass, and you kind of learn a bit about. Usually, in that stillness, the stuff that pops up a lot for me are my fears and my doubts and all of that, and I'm able to process them and move through them. It's actually pretty.
Sounds like what
interesting.
people say about Molly.
Process it, move through it.
Well, like, I don't...
Or that
just,
it puts holes in your brain, but
yeah, but
Yeah,
people
right.
say like, oh, I think it's Molly. I don't know.
Listen,
Everyone, it's so cool to talk about drugs, you know?
I got a story about Molly.
Let's go.
My roommate in college, he had a little stint with it, okay? But he couldn't sleep for 4 days in it. So one day I came home. I like saw him like walking and I was like, hi. And he's like, hey, how are you? Like just like kind of like chipper.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I like went home, right? I like walked around for like a minute and then I like went home and I like go and like the bath's like running with like the water like out of the freaking bathroom into the living room. And I
Oh.
was like, oh shit. So I like freaking go in there. He couldn't sleep for 4 days. Homeboy's sitting in the bathtub with a wet pillow on his head under the water. I pull his ass out. I was like, the fuck are you doing?
A wet pillow on his head.
Yeah. It was an interesting way to try to go. But you know what? We did end up saving a life that day. But
No
I will say
way.
you shouldn't. I personally now, I don't really fuck with Molly. I feel like it's not the vibe. Y'all have fun, you know, with your thong up your ass and your fishnets and all that at a rave. Don't do it too many days in a row because I think it does put a hole in your brain. And at the least, it makes you an insomniac. Try going 4 days without sleeping. It doesn't work. Anyways, he's alive though. He's doing great.
Yeah. He's locked up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
No. He's not locked up.
he's alive.
He's
and doing
alive.
Great.
Oh, I thought you said locked up.
You know what? We hear what we want.
What'd you say?
He's alive. He's doing great. Yeah. So, anyways, don't do that. But yeah, meditating's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what have you learned though?
What have I learned?
Yeah, from meditating, like what's changed in your
Patience.
life? Patience.
Immense patience comparatively to what I used to
Oh,
be.
really?
Oh, yeah.
I need some of that.
Even just patience in the expectations you set upon yourself every day in life.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my goals for this year. This is a weird goal I have, but it's to procrastinate more. I
think there's a difference between procrastination and patience, but
right. Yes.
do
This
you
is-
find yourself just going 24/7?
Right. I feel like it's like, well, that's not even that. It's like, you know how like when you have stuff to do, right? And I feel like in our line of work as somebody who like doesn't have a boss, right? Everything is like self-imposed on yourself. So it's like, it's even like less, I think it's maybe even more letting go. It's like, I feel like if I like went to dinner or something, or like before, like right now, I know I have a million things to do, but I'm sitting here right now and like, I have just decided mentally, I'm like, if I don't do it today, it's not the end of the world. That's like my new thing. Whereas before I'd be sitting here thinking about it the whole entire time, barely be in the moment,
Right.
do a meeting, then get home and then have to start working on stuff. And honestly, I think it was just like making me miserable in the end.
Well, yeah, maybe you're avoiding certain things by just keeping yourself busy too.
Oh, okay. What am I avoiding?
I don't know. I'm not your therapist.
Why not?
Well, I mean, we could start diving into some deeper stuff. Maybe we find something to write about.
Oh no. That's not even my vibe anymore.
Oh,
I was already sad. I'm over it.
oh, you're over it.
Yeah, I'm not sad anymore.
That's a fucking dope title.
There we go. There we have one.
Done.
Yeah.
That is a really cool title. I'm not sad anymore.
Yeah, I'm not.
We should write that song
I've
today.
just decided it's boring and it's not for me, and it's ugly.
How did it rear its head?
I think I just like bottle. Well, I didn't bottle it up. I made an album out of it, you know. And then I'm like, I put that to the side, did my whole little thing, and I'm like, you know what? That's not really like how I identify. Like I think it was at that moment, but I'm like really like I feel like I'm like I like to be a happy person. I like to have fun and like just be like that guy. Like honestly, like I would prefer it if people thought I was like dumb as rocks and just like a golden retriever. I'm not. I'm like way stiffer and ruder and meaner than that.
Yes.
lately.
You're like a Doberman?
Yeah, with the crap.
Or is it more
ears.
like the sneak attack?
No, it's not.
Or like the little dog you don't expect.
No. I feel like I'm consistent. I'm just
Okay.
saying I've grown into like
Maybe you're a
becoming-
border collie then.
Maybe I'm a border collie. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not a golden
like
retriever.
hurting things.
I'm working on becoming a golden retriever. But yeah, no, I did my little stint. I'm over it. That was fun. Now I like to make music that's fun again. Like I also feel like it was weird because like I feel like I've had a disconnect with even like myself day to day with the music in a weird way, because it's like I feel like when I'm talking to somebody, like let's say I'm like on a podcast like I am now, like I feel like your first vibe isn't like, oh wow, he's gonna like put out an Adele album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not. I just feel like I'm past that point. I like to have fun. I've always liked like pop music, you know, like that's really like my bread and butter, you
Right.
know? And I think that I've figured out a way to like make it still about me, but make it sound fun and like enjoyable and like in a setting where I don't need to like sit in a room alone to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
What transitioned you in the sad phase? I don't know when was the sad phase?
I don't know if
When
we
I
knew
didn't
a
see
sad
you.
Kyan.
Well, I'm not like I wasn't like outwardly, you know what I mean? It's not like that.
No,
It was
I
just
know, but
like,
the
no, it was
sad
just like the
music phase.
COVID and like that
Okay.
area. I like the beginning of that era was great for me because I had a break, you know? And then after like it starts getting like mundane for me, it's like I'm not like designed to like sit there. Like I
Right.
can't do it. It's
Yep.
too much for me. Like
I
I
feel
could do
that.
like 2 days.
Well, is
max.
that why you started diving into TikTok?
Well, yes. I mean, but that's also a reason why like I couldn't sit. You know what I mean? Like I had to like start doing something else. Whereas like I could have just relaxed and like done nothing. But like I mean, like even in COVID, I'd never even recorded myself until that point, and I like bought a mic in Logic and whatever for the first time and taught myself how to use that in like the first week. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Which actually, you know, and then I got into the whole TikTok thing and whatever. But it was kind of like after that, it's like once you're like kind of in the routine, it's like obviously it's like you sit there and you're like, oh my gosh, I want millions of followers, and then you get it, and then you're used to it,
Yeah.
and then it's like not. I don't know. It's obviously cool to have, but it's not as exciting as when you don't have it, you know? So then it just kind of gets stagnant, and then you got to feed the beast, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, this is too much, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the story.
Oh, such a problem to have.
I know, it's not really the most relatable problem. It's really not. It's
Millions
like-
of TikTok followers.
No,
Can
it's
we
so
ask
funny
for
though.
that?
It's so funny though because it's in a weirdest way. Like I don't have a lot of friends who are like most of my friends I feel like are like either like business people or like writers.
Right.
I don't have a lot of friends I feel like who are like I guess influencers or
Or
like
content
or
creators.
content creators or
Yeah.
like even like artists. Like I feel like yeah, we're friends, but like I don't know anybody. I don't regularly hang out with somebody who like has like, you know, this thing on them. So it's funny though, because it's like obviously it's like your life, you're gonna complain about stuff, and I just feel like I have like the most unrelatable problems to the people I'm like the closest with.
Right.
Well, but also, but here's the truth though. Like your problems are no lesser. I mean, they're just as important and impactful to you as different people's problems are to you.
No, I know.
And I wasn't trying to make light.
No,
of
no,
your
no, no.
problems.
That's very sweet of you, but I also am cognizant of the fact that it sounds goofy as hell. You know what I mean?
Well, because if you haven't experienced it, you're kind of like,
Right.
okay, I'd trade with you.
Right. That's like me being like in a third world country with like no access to clean water, and then hearing somebody here that's not doing too well complain about something.
Exactly.
Like, it's just
yes.
not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You wouldn't get it, you know, which I also understand that. But it's weird. It's weirdly isolating in certain ways because it's just like, I feel like if I knew more people like me, I guess, then I feel like I'd be like Yeah, we can.
Well,
all
we
just
know
bitch
plenty
together.
that are into the
Right.
creative content world. We
Yeah.
can introduce you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, it's really weird, but it's also weird because it's like I feel like I don't identify as like a content creator, even though that's what I do. But then it's weird because it's like you have this during this process for me. Like I've always made music, which is like in the nice way lucky. Like I feel like a lot of content creators don't make music, and then
You were a
the
musician
stuff-
first.
right? Which is rare, kind of in the content creation space.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people try to like pivot over to it, and then it just doesn't work for them or whatever. So it's like a lot of people you like be like, oh, blah, blah, and they'll be like, well, at least you're in the right space, you know. But it's funny though, because like, you know, just to be granular about it, like in the content creation space, you're actually better off being a lifestyle person or like a fashion person because that's where your tangible products are coming from.
Yeah.
And like music even has a whole other layer of like copyright infringement that comes with it too. So it's like even getting certain videos, like you have the wrong freaking background track in there, like that's automatically getting flagged and you just spent hours on something that's
Right.
gonna like go nowhere.
And you did cuts to that music.
Yeah,
and,
it can be like a thing. So it's funny as like as an influencer, like if I was somebody who had no musical prowess, I would be like, bitch, don't ever try to sing, like at all. Like seriously, just change your clothes, dance around, like start vlogging. Like that's what I would say. Because that's the thing, that's where the bag's at. This is like really for somebody like me, yeah, I do it to make content, but there's also like an end goal
Right.
of like, you know, using it, I guess, I don't know.
As a promotional tool?
Yeah, as a promotional tool. That's how I started it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. So I guess like you see it less as a revenue generating stream
Right.
for
And
you, more as a something to fuel the music.
Exactly. Which is interesting though, because then you hit a point in it, at least I did, where like you kind of have to take a step back and you're like, should I even make music? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you're like, should I just like start like complete full pivot? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, in a lot of ways.
Because the fan base has a value.
Well, the thing is, yes, but also it's like I think about how much more content could I make if I wasn't doing sessions, you know, or didn't have to focus on anything other than that.
I know.
But
It's hard. Those ideas
yeah,
are,
it's interesting. I'm out of that phase now. Now
I
I
know,
know what I
they-
want. I
right,
think
but they make it so tough because you're like, well, I could
Yeah.
like go do this, but I could also do this, and then if I take time from this, then I can't do that. But then, and you just get like,
Yeah, you get wrapped up in
You're
it.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like weird. So it's like for a second, it's like I feel like it's cool. You get this, then you get a new identity for a minute, ride that out for 3 months, and you're like, no, I got to get back to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm at the point now. I actually had to take a break for a month. I was like, I cannot do this because it's just so like mentally taxing in a way that's like not like. Oddly for me, like I think a lot of people would be like, I can't handle what people say about me. I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want. I actually laugh, like genuinely. Like,
You get
What
some
are some
hate?
of the craziest things people have said?
there's stuff I will tell you off of camera that people have said just because I'm not trying to get any. I can't say it verbatim.
yes, yeah.
Anything that you can say?
There's just a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of like I mean, especially with my hair, I feel like a lot of people like try to poke fun about me with somebody. You know, like they'll call me the polite way of saying like you're like the what is it Walmart version of ninja. I get that one a lot. You know, they love to like if I freaking hit a high note or in
so
something,
original.
it's like it'll be like you sound like a mosquito trapped in my windowsill. You know what I mean? Like stuff like
Yeah.
that. That stuff doesn't matter. Some are really creative that are like pretty funny. That stuff doesn't bother me at all because I've
It's
always
great
said
that you find the humor and stuff.
yeah,
I'm
no,
just like,
it doesn't bother
That was
me.
clever.
Yeah, no, some of them are funny, and then some of them I'll like respond to, and it's. I used to like make like. This is the funny part. I used to make like mean comment videos. I loved making them.
Yeah.
But then I did a few of them, and it's like they take so long to do because I'm just so like I'm not good at editing stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to take the comments and then put them in the thing, and then edit the whole thing, and then like write the song.
Yeah.
And then it's really hard to like remember the lyrics. Oddly enough, because it's like I usually write them to the lyrics of like as a parody. Like I'll do it to like some. Like a Justin Bieber song, and then mold the mean comment lyrics to it, and then I forget the
it.
words, so I have to do like 20 takes to remember the
Oh,
freaking
shit.
words of the mean comments. Anyways, after I had like 2 of those videos flop, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, after
I
I
was
take
like-
a whole day.
I was like, yeah, because you can film something in 10 seconds and it's gonna do 10 times better. I was like, I can't. It's actually kind of weird how like sometimes the more professional or well thought out stuff does worse. It's like people almost want it to be like not.
We've
Yeah.
heard that from a few people.
There's
Yeah. It's not always true,
right,
but
it depends.
it depends.
It's so tricky.
Sometimes it's true,
Yes.
and it's just like I don't know. Learning stuff is just interesting. And
but it's just it just sucks when you spend a whole day on a video and then
Yeah.
some guy walked out and filmed a bird doing some weird shit in his
Right.
backyard, and it's like
Right.
20 times bigger,
No.
if not hundreds of times bigger.
No,
Some guy
literally.
with a bird.
Yeah,
No, the
it's
guy
like
with the bird.
you never know what it's gonna be. I
Yeah.
mean, that's also the beauty of the platform
Yeah.
is
No, exactly.
you don't know what's gonna work, and honestly, anybody has a shot.
I genuinely believe if you're consistent, it's gonna work in some capacity. Like
Mhm.
even, I mean, I don't know. I don't think we've ever talked about how my first viral video ever, I filmed a video of my dog. Like that's
I was
what
gonna
it
bring
was.
that up.
Yeah. My dog had a bone stuck in his tooth, and I had the video on my phone for it was actually 4 months before. And I was just like, oh, this is funny. I meant to post it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even I just downloaded TikTok, and I put that out, and I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I have 6,000 followers.
I remember that.
Yeah, from
Squirrel.
the first squirrel from the first thing. Yeah, my dog did it for me. And I literally had more followers on TikTok than I had on Instagram in one day. And I was like, this is dumb,
Yes.
And then it was funny. I used to make jokes because I tried to sing on TikTok, and I used to tell people, I was like, they don't want to hear me sing. I was like, there's one thing I know, they don't want to hear me sing. I was like, it seems like I do a little better when I do something goofy or like a trend or something.
Yeah.
And then one day I just kind of figured it out, and I just kept doing it, and then it ended up working. You know what I mean? And now it's actually funny because even on other platforms, I almost feel like in the beginning growth phase I had of TikTok, with it being kind of quick.
Yeah.
I'm finally in that phase on other platforms, which I kind of just started a few of them, but it just sometimes
Which other ones, like YouTube
and
Shorts?
stuff. Yeah, I just started YouTube, and I'm like, I will say this, and if you're from TikTok, actually don't give a fuck, bitch. Okay, call me and help me out every once in a while. Okay, flag my account. I don't care. I really fuck with YouTube. I have to say, YouTube.
I spend the most amount of time on YouTube.
Really?
Well, because what I find interesting, I'm on it for flying videos, and what I find interesting is people actually with the longer format, they're actually able to educate you,
Right.
and you're able to learn, and you're able to get a deeper knowledge and understanding of what people are trying to show in their lives or what they're trying to explain to you.
Right. Exactly.
It's really hard to feel like you're learning something in 60 seconds or 3 minutes. And I know that TikTok is really, really strong in the younger age groups, especially with shorter attention spans. But I think as you find focus in your life in certain areas, be it music, if you want to learn music production, you're going to learn way more. Maybe starting on a YouTube short, but that leads you down to Tommy Profit's YouTube, and all of a sudden you're watching a 30-minute video on how he built X, Y, and Z, and it's a useful but entertaining source.
Right. It's like a class. That's
It's like-
better.
Yeah.
An entertaining class, a class you care about. No, exactly. Yeah, and even on
Are you doing short format or long format videos on that?
mostly short, because the thing is, it's for music, it's there's so many copyright issues already, and then it's you can monetizing wise on YouTube, it's long form really is 10 minutes plus. That's where you're really making money on YouTube. Me singing a cover is not going to do anything. So
Yeah.
I actually do better on just the shorts, on my music channel. I could make another one where I would separate that. But one thing I love about YouTube that helps me so much is the scheduling of it. The fact that I have my videos scheduled for 3 months. I don't have to do a thing on it. I can come in, check on comments. By the
Yeah.
way, the comments are the nastiest on YouTube.
Yes.
Shout out to the YouTubers.
Yeah.
They're mean as fuck.
Yeah.
Those ones it took
We
me a
hope
second.
to have a bunch.
No, they're mean as hell. I already know this is going on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. For
Fuck
sure.
you guys in the comments, seriously. And go to my channel and fuck you there too. That's all I can say. Y'all are mean and nasty as hell. I'll see you on COD later. But yeah, no, YouTube, they're vicious, but I still love them actually even more. But yeah, just scheduling stuff. It's just things like that. I'm why would TikTok want you to feed the beast, but not let me schedule stuff? Because the thing is, for me, I don't do trends, so I don't
Right.
have to I can do things before. Obviously, I'll pop things in there. A cool big song comes out that I want to take a stab at. You know what I mean? I'll put that in there. But
Yeah.
it just makes life so easy, and it makes me more consistent and more when you're auto posting, it doesn't make a difference, and my mind doesn't like dwell on it. Like it's like if a video
Well,
doesn't
your
do
life
well,
then doesn't revolve around social media.
no, not at all. It's like you take 2 days or 3 days or what. You could take a week. I don't know. Whatever you do.
Yeah.
And you just like create your stuff and then you put it out and you don't have to think about it. Like if I don't want to check into YouTube, I don't have to. Like that doesn't have to eat at me. Whereas like
Yeah.
I think there was a time for TikTok I was getting a little toxic about it. You know what I mean?
I think TikTok's slowing down a little bit from the pandemic high, but
100%. Like I didn't even know somebody who didn't have a viral video in the pandemic part of time where it was like it didn't like help their account or like make any career out of them, but like I have plenty. Like my roommate at the time would like, I don't know, he like posted a video at Disneyland of the sky and it has like 1 million views. Like I don't see that anymore, you know?
Right.
I think the growth part is a little out. I would say when you're on this side, like I would like, it would make a little more sense if the follower mattered a little more. You know what I mean? It's like the weirdest concept of like you can just like, I don't know. I've had videos just completely
well, it
flop.
takes 2 seconds for somebody to follow you, and then they're just scrolling on to the next video.
Totally. But I just, for me, I'd like feel like if it was like an auto, like 10% of your following like saw your post would make a little
Right.
more sense.
Well,
to
because
me.
most people are scrolling on For You and not on their.
Yeah.
followed.
I wonder if that's going to end up happening at some point. I think it would still be the For You page. I just think it'd just be like, if it was like 10% of your following was like kind of your base threshold, I don't think it's going to bother anybody. I don't even see people I follow. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's
It's kind
the
of
point
annoying.
of
Yeah.
following.
To me as a consumer, it's also annoying. Like I don't think I need to see every video you do,
Yeah.
but like if I'm going to follow you, like I do want to see 10% of your videos. Just
Totally.
saying, it would make sense.
Well, I'm pivoting from our issues with TikTok and social media and our love of certain social media. What's going on in your personal life?
Oh, my personal life.
Are you dating?
No.
You're a single Pringle.
I'm a single Pringle.
Do you have 2 dogs now?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I do. I'm a parent. I'm not dating, but I am a father of 2. Yeah, I have 2 dogs. Squirrel. You've met Squirrel. You've
We
never
have
met
met
my
Squirrel.
new son. His name is World Peace.
World peace.
Yeah, he is an actual idiot.
Oh.
I think that there's something like medically wrong, but I do love him. He's just.
How'd you get him?
Oh my gosh, he was a gift. It was a Christmas gift. It was not. It was last year, and it came out of nowhere. I've been talking about a dog, and then like this is the type of dog I would have wanted. He's an Italian Greyhound because I just think they're goofy and cute and whatever. But man, oh man, I was not prepared. Like I think it's like funny. It's like it's not like I'm old, but like when I had gotten Squirrel, I was like so young and dumb and had the time that I didn't like bother me at all. Like,
Yeah.
and he's so good. Like that
Squirrel's
dog,
a great dog.
He's a good boy. He listens. He speaks English. Like he can just like whatever. This one does not. We do not get each other at all in that way. Like this dog, he loves Squirrel. Squirrel loves me. It's like a whole train. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And like he just can't speak English. He doesn't get. He doesn't understand.
How old was he when you
things.
got him?
A baby. I've had him the whole time. He's just a different vibe, and it's actually funny because I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like Squirrel needs a father and World Peace needs a mother. Like that's what it feels like. Like he needs like a nice soft voice. Like I noticed like he even just like a female voice, like he likes it better. You know what I mean? He's just a soft, delicate little boy. But I will say he's the sweetest, nicest dog ever. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's
Squirrel
nice.
even has a little dark side to him. World Peace is the nicest dog I've ever met in my life.
Perfect name then.
No, I know, but he is a terrorist. Yeah. At the same time, he
A
just
war-
doesn't. He just doesn't get
A
it.
terrorist named World Peace.
Yeah, like one time. This is the last time I didn't put him in the little like I like gate off an area. now.
yeah.
I went to a birthday party at a beach. It was like late. It was like a bonfire or something. I did survive a shooting that night. That's besides the story.
Oh, we're gonna need to hear that.
But I got home at like 2 a.m. and I had like a bunch of plants, and I'm like a plant person in the sense of like I'm no botanist, but I be keeping those bitches alive. And
Hell
like
yeah.
the plants I have, they're like I had them for like 6 years. You know what
So
I
you're
mean?
a
Right,
plant
I have a
proud.
full ass tree, okay? Full ass tree in a pot. Gone. The tree was gone. Like this, he obliterated it to like dust. It was just dirt everywhere.
And he's
I'm
a
like,
small dog.
No, I was like, where's the tree? Genuinely, I was like, where is the tree? I couldn't, I was like looking under the bed. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
find it. He like woodchucked it to smithereens and just put it everywhere. So anyways, and I was a little drunk. This is where it gets funny. This is the influencer part of me.
Yes.
I came home and I filmed a fucking video of it advertising a Dyson vacuum because I was like, why not? I was like, it's
you-
already messy.
right?
Might as well just freaking do a little brand deal.
Did you get a free vacuum?
No, I had the vacuum. See, this is the thing about if you're a little bit smart with your influencing.
So what was the point?
No, I sent it to them with a watermark to get the deal in hindsight.
And then
I got the deal.
So
Really?
Then they
Yeah.
paid you.
Right.
so then
To
you got
license my video. Drunk Thoughts.
but any free vacuums?
No, I already had it. I didn't need one.
Oh,
That's fine. I've gotten other
what about
free
the little
stuff.
handheld, the cool tabletop one?
No, I have the Dyson. You know what I mean? I got that good one, and it has all the little attachments, and I got
yeah.
it going on.
Okay,
on
but
the
going
vacuum
back, you
department.
survived a shooting.
Oh yeah, I survived a shooting that night. Yeah, I was at the beach. It was like a birthday party, and it was at Dockweiler. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I had never.
It sounds
been there.
familiar.
It's like I don't even know. It's like somewhere down there. It's like a little south of LA. I don't know. I'm like there, whatever. It's like fine. It's kind of like cold, and I was like, oh, I gotta leave. And all of a sudden, it's just, and you just hear people screaming, and then people
On
are
the
like-
beach.
Yeah, it was like in the parking lot by the beach, and then like
Okay.
everybody's running and whatever, and then there's like 200 cop cars and like all this stuff. And honestly, it's like I really don't have closure on the scenario, but I was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. So we're like scaling a mountain. Luckily, I was actually able to call a car. No one could do that because everyone was trying to leave. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know what ended up happening fully, but that was a moment that we had. I wouldn't say I'm like scarred by it, but it happened.
Did you think about running straight to the water?
That was a thought of mine for a second. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not that good of a swimmer. That's just the truth.
Don't need to be dodging bullets.
Like
in the
imagine
water.
like, oh, you didn't get shot.
Well, but
you
on
did drown.
Mythbusters, they proved like once you're 3 feet deep,
stops.
bullets stop.
Even a 50 cal, someone can be trying to
In the
snipe
water?
your ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
water.
that means your head's got to be 3 feet under.
Yeah, and then you just
But what if you take the breath in and it gets you right in that moment?
Well, that's
or then
just
right you're under and a
unfortunate.
shark gets you anyway.
Right. And I'm like freezing. It's like freaking pitch black.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry you went through that. That's unfortunate, but
It's
How long
fine.
did that last?
10 minutes maybe?
Of constant.
No, not. It was like 10 minutes of like, and then stop, and then, and then.
But was
kinda
it like
stops.
one like, and that's it?
No, it was like a little. It was
We
like
have to look up the
spurts.
story after
it's
this.
like spurts. I don't know. It wasn't like,
Like
an
a back
auto.
and
It wasn't
forth.
an automatic. It was
Right.
like some guy in the parking lot with a friend, and like I think they just got into a fight. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a
Take out all the people.
Yeah,
right?
it was like directed, but like obviously everyone's running and you don't know what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like also, it was
Well,
like
these days.
I don't know if it was a holiday or something, but also to make it worse, like a bunch of people had like sparklers and stuff and like fireworks and stuff, and we're just like throwing it. So like their residual firework throwing was also like being
at
like,
the same time.
yeah, because they were dropping it. You know what I mean? So there's like flames and stuff going on. Yeah. Anyways, that was a day.
And then you went home to a tree
To a bad
disappeared.
dog. Then I filmed the video. I went to bed.
Wasn't so. How big is he?
He's 11 pounds, so he's small weight.
But when you got him,
wise.
he was like little.
no,
little
he was
guy.
3 pounds, and I thought he
Yeah.
was gonna be like tiny because he did not gain a pound for 2 months. I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "I have the world's smallest Italian Greyhound." I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then one
Good
day
content.
he just went, yeah, just stretched out.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 11 pounds. He's taller than Squirrel, but he's skinnier. But he's like also a little muscular. Like he almost looks like a Joey.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
a little kangaroo. Like he's got that little thing.
Yeah,
to him.
right.
Yeah. But I wasn't like, yeah. I wasn't ready, but now I'm ready, and I feel good about it now. Like because like it's nice when your dog has a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hated him at the beginning though. Squirrel hated
takes a
him.
minute.
Yeah,
It
that
took a
happens.
while because Squirrel was 4, and then the puppy coming into him, and like this dog, he actually is one of the most hated dogs in the world by other dogs because he doesn't move right. Like a normal dog, like you know, they move linearly.
Yeah.
If their tail wags, it's kind of isolated to the tail. Like he cannot like just walk. Like it's like it's like a snake slithering with huge long like Bella Hadid legs. Like that's what it is.
Wow.
Like he's just like whatever. So it's like dogs who have never like seen this kind of dog before on the street. Like even nice dogs, they do not fuck with him at all. Like they're just like, what is that? Every single time. So his whole life, poor kid's just getting nipped at.
Oh.
He's nice though,
What
but
a
he'll
little
get
guy.
right in your face. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he just doesn't have the thing. And like if like he's the type of dog that if he gets bit, he's gonna do it again. Like there's no learning at all. Like at all.
Does Squirrel protect him?
Yeah, but that's kind of the problem.
Like
is-
little big bro vibes.
Yeah, but I think he's like made Squirrel meaner. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like
Yeah.
I notice like if I'm walking them, if I walk squirrel alone, squirrel's fine. And if I walk squirrel and world peace, then squirrel's way more like
Squirrel is
interest-
anti-world peace.
No, he's
He's
way
so
more,
pro-world peace that he's
so-
anti-world
yeah, exactly.
peace.
He's gonna throw hands to protect world peace.
Okay.
He's gonna
good.
start a war.
so he's basically like Batman,
right.
but
Just-
unprovoked.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he'll just like start it.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the more
Whereas
offensive.
before, I don't think he would have done it. Like to the point where I'm like, I like don't take him to the dog park anymore because I'm afraid.
Wow.
Because it's not like he's trying to do anything. He's just more unpredictable now, and I'm like, we're not gonna do that. He's fine with people.
Well, for your sake, I hope all of your businesses are in LLCs.
Thank you.
Actually,
They are.
actually though.
They are. No, he's not gonna. He doesn't do anything really. I just feel like I'm seeing more of that beautiful smile coming out.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there is a void on the couch where the two boys could have been enjoying.
Yeah,
you know,
you're always welcome
Well,
to
they
bring dogs.
could have been involved. We could have gotten their takes on
Listen, you think
everything
that
you're saying.
little one's gonna stand still? Squirrel would have sat here. Little one would have been like. Yeah,
Well,
he's
we need
crazy.
like
I wonder how they'd react to June.
Oh, I mean, they would like it. That's the thing. Is like
they would team
Squirrel
up against
is
her.
gonna take. Yeah, probably. But Squirrel would take like 5 minutes, you know, and then he'd like get into it.
Yeah.
World Peace wouldn't care. He'd be like instantly about it, you know. But then he's funny though, because he likes dogs too. But then I took him to the dog park separately, and he's afraid. So I have one who's like an alpha and one who's a beta. Like literally, that's
Yeah.
exactly what they are, which
Interesting.
makes them kind of perfect because it's Squirrel's world, and World Peace just
Lives in it.
he lives in it. I mean, he's like a gnat around him. But you know, he's still a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did give birth also since I've seen you. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what are we feeling like we're gonna write about today?
What was our concept?
Not sad anymore.
I'm not sad anymore.
Yeah. So what, like, as you transition to the happy phase, what does it make you want to share? What does it make you want to write about and put out there?
I think it's less, when I say happy, I feel like obviously there's moments where like you can be frustrated, but I think at least like music wise, I think I'm like done writing like ballads or something that
Sure.
you wouldn't want to like listen
Something more like
into a group. Yeah, exactly. Like something just like a little more upbeat. Cause like I just feel like this project that no one's heard at this moment in time still is like, there's a few in there that are like kind of a downer, obviously. And I think that I just am kind of, that's not my natural state. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll happen again. I hope it doesn't. But I feel like I'm just ready to like dive back into like the more, you know.
And have you been writing a ton? Has music been your main focus, or is it becoming your main focus?
Yeah,
again?
I mean, I think I have to like segment everything. So it's like I'm always writing. It just kind of depends what it's for. Like I've
True.
done so
because you're still in your publishing deal, right?
Yeah, like I've done so much freaking K-pop and stuff like that, and I've written for a ton of people, and like then I do my thing. This is the thing is I actually have had my album that's not out has been written and recorded for like 2 years. So I had a lot of time since that's been like wrapped up with a bow of getting it like finished.
Yeah.
Of me like just writing for other projects enough that I like wrote another project in between undisclosed, but there's a lot of like I'm gonna be like pouring a lot out this year because it's ready to
Well,
go.
and you're starting to write again for your project.
No, right. No, we're like literally on day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally there's nothing. So it's like
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Don't fuck it up. No. But yeah, it's just I feel like I just wear different hats. A lot of people like don't get that, which is weird. I don't understand that. Like I'll be in music, oh, you're a writer, you're an artist, you're an
We get it. We
influencer."
do
No,
all
I
that.
know, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. What are you?
Yeah.
Don't judge me for balling.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can obviously, if I'm writing my own songs, I can write for somebody else too. Like, I don't understand how
And you
that
could run your
interferes.
Airbnb, and you could be a content creator.
I'm just like, relax, okay? Just because you can't juggle multiple things, I can't juggle because I don't have that hand-eye coordination, but figuratively, I can.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was trying to juggle some of June's tennis balls, and I can do 3, but I can't do 4. And I don't know why I thought I
How
could do
long
4.
can you do 3?
Oh, I could do 3 for
Oh.
minutes at a time.
Like circus level shit?
I mean, I could spin around or once or twice.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah, if I throw it
No
really, really
chance.
high. If I threw it really high,
Yeah, one.
Do you think, like, could you
I
do it
got a
under
juggling
pressure?
kit when I was 8 because I thought it was fascinating. Oh, I could juggle if you.
Oh, so
gave-
you've been juggling. You've been juggling.
Yeah, but
This
only
isn't new.
I only ever juggled 3. I've never got to 4 or 5 or 6.
Listen, next time you meditate, visualize the fourth
I
ball.
think I've got better things
Break
to
the
do with
fourth
my
ball and
meditative
see the
time.
fourth ball.
The skill just
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why not just fit it in there?
Because
5 extra minutes.
I don't really have a desire to get better at juggling. It's not a skill that I find overly useful. When I was a child actor, though, I was on my special skills
You were
on
a
my
child actor?
acting resume. Yeah, for years.
What'd you do?
Well, a lot of you came in seconds.
Oh.
just like our music career.
Oh.
Ouch! That's not true.
So one of my favorite things is when I go into the kitchen and I'm about to use like the biggest knife.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have to flip it. So I'll flip it once and catch it back on the handle.
Why?
And I haven't gotten burned yet.
Okay.
Like knock on wood, but
Or cut yet.
that's what I mean. Like I haven't gotten like messed up by flipping the knife. But you just think about it and that sharp end's coming around, like,
Right.
and I need these to play piano and stuff, so whatever. But
Well, but then he'll say things like, "Oh, we're not going to be successful if I don't flip this knife." And I'm like, "Well, now you
and then
gotta
Austin will
fucking
be like,
flip-
all right, do it. And I'll sit there and I'll
like,
flip
now you
it.
got to flip the damn knife."
And then I'll be like, aha, I did it.
Wow.
So my thought is,
That you have
let's go
OCD.
grab 3 of them and we'll test I could do 3.
right
just
now.
flip
I'm
one.
not flipping. I can't do it with bowling pins.
Okay, flip
I
the
can do
knives.
it. No.
Not, he's
Then
like,
we're
not
gonna-
even bowling pins.
then we're gonna
bring
write
the
a-
knives in.
We're gonna write a shit song today then because I am not flipping knives. You give me 3 tennis balls, I'll do it.
No, I want to see knives, and I want to see it on these cameras.
Well, if Kyan doesn't like the song when we're done, now we know why.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Because
It's
you
your fault.
manifested
It's
it.
your fault.
Does that sound like a good concept to you though?
funny.
Not sad anymore? I think it could be
Yeah,
cool.
I don't like to overthink.
If you do it
I
in like
think
a
it's
big
cool.
like dancey record, like, I'm not sad anymore.
Yeah,
or
I'll,
like some
I'll show you where I was coming from, and then I feel like there's a couple songs in there that I feel like still fit the vibe a little, and then kind of like roll out of that. But I really am not like precious about anything. But I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
it's still just like good to know what's up.
Yeah. Well, and are there any other like fun last little stories you want to tell the crowd here that we could fit into the episode?
I mean, I wish I could tell them that you juggled 3 knives, but
Well, I wouldn't even have to tell them.
I wish I could.
We're
show
filming.
them. I wish I could show them, except for those, who listen and don't watch.
Do you twerk anymore?
Yeah, of course I twerk.
You still work on that? You still work on
Well, I
the
don't
twerking?
really have to. I feel like comes a point where it's like you just hit.
Oh, it's just natural.
You hit maximum.
No practice
twerk.
needed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like, am I gonna say like I'm better than Megan Thee Stallion? No.
Right.
My knees crack when they bend. But am I gonna whip it out when it feels appropriate, or if there's something that I can gain in my future by showing some ass?
Such as recording a live clap track.
Exactly.
For a song.
Right. Just for context, for those of you who aren't aware, which I don't know why you would be, we did one time record some ass claps on a record.
Wasn't it Sophia and Rachel hitting your ass?
Yeah. Yeah, we recorded some ass claps on a record, and it ended up being the claps in the song. And I think it was like a serious song, wasn't it?
Was that our song or?
No, I think it was the song we did with Alex Costa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was out in the living room.
Yeah,
And
no,
we
it
were
was
in
like
the-
This
it
writing
was
camp.
actually a sweet song. That's the funniest part about it. It was not.
And you started twerking on a chair, and they were slapping your butt, and the claps made it into the song.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Maybe that can be the outro of this episode, is if I can locate that video.
Right? Just like locate the ass
I
slap.
have to have
It's
it.
somewhere.
It's on a hard drive
It's
for
somewhere.
sure.
Yeah. What if I was like, no, I don't do that anymore. I'm very poised now.
Well, and Kyan, do you want to give
never
any
know.
shout outs to your socials or any of that stuff?
Nah, y'all can find me if you want. Well, you know what? This is beautiful. This is a really good idea. I really like it. I think it's cool. I think it's fun and fresh.
Big icebreaker.
It's a big icebreaker.
Any final words of
Have
inspiration?
you had some like nervous hoes on here yet?
We've had a lot of laughs. We've had some tears.
Tears.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Huh?
some people lead us down a really emotional rabbit hole about what they want to write about.
Couldn't be me, but I love that for them.
Yeah.
So I think next episode, dogs.
Dogs.
So we can
Yep.
get their take to, we got to verify everything you're saying, because a lot of the talk about them is very one-sided.
That's true. They're not speaking for themselves.
So we'd like to get their perspective
Yeah.
on the situation.
Yeah.
And then I just like to ask at the end, any words of inspiration?
I would say my words of inspiration is...
Which it doesn't have to be serious.
Oh, no, it can be serious.
It can be.
It can be serious. I would just say, with whatever you're trying to do, if you don't quit, that's a good start. That's all I can say at this point.
Stick in the game long enough, you're bound to, you know,
Something
get on base.
the odds every day longer you do what you want to do or achieve, your odds go up of success. Whatever that is. That's all I can say. I tell myself that half the time. And I hope that, you know, you do something good. I don't know. Even if it's juggling knives. You'll figure it out.
All right. Well, thank you for watching another episode and listening to another episode of Cracking the Copyright. We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.